got some issues to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Forget about Mick Abel. That was nice. That was really nice. What's the story of the Philadelphia Phillies right now? It has to do with the left-hander who's now going to be suspended for 80 games. You want to hear the Phillies' reaction to that? The Phillies fully support Major League Baseball's Joint Prevention and Treatment Program and are disappointed to hear today's news of Jose's violation. That's it. That's all they said about this. Maybe it's me, but I grew up in journalism. And I go, there's got to be more to a story. Here's my question from the start. How are the Phillies skating out of this? How do they not know what Jose Alvarado is up to in the offseason when they know, A, he's trying to lose weight? You mean to tell me there's no training staff, no medical staff that's supervising how he's trying to lose weight? What are you doing, Jose? Well, I'm taking this weight loss thing. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, you can't take that. In this day and age, they don't have that covered? I'm sitting here and I'm apoplectic that nobody's looking at this like the Phillies should have been on top of this from the start. This kills their season. This is something that could kill their season. Their bullpen is already weak. Their most reliable fireballer is in there. Not to even ignore the fact that the guy's velocity upticked as he's getting older. You mean to tell me that no one flashed a red flag on what was going on with Jose Alvarado? The fact that the Phillies are skating out of this, the fact that people covered that game yesterday and did not write that story, I find unconscionable. Unconscionable, Bill. The guy is trying to lose weight. How's he doing it? What is he doing? Is he staying away from cake and pie? He's got to have help to lose some weight out there. What is he doing? He's a major player. He's not some minor leaguer that's going to skate under the radar. He's a major player who they know is trying to lose weight. They don't check to see how he's trying to do it. Yeah, you can blame the player all you want. Players are going to try to circumvent everything. They're going to try to cheat their ass off. This is a day and age where if you take those performance-enhancing drugs and get away with it, you're going to be a better major leaguer, and hence you're going to make more money. Everybody is tempted to do that plays Major League Baseball. Yes, there's a testing program. There's also ways to circumvent the testing. How in the world in this day and age does the employer not know what the hell's going on with one of their main players? I'll throw it to you, Bill. Maybe I'm out of line here.
You know, look, it's a frustrating day for Phillies fans, to say the least, because you're right. Losing Alvarado is a major blow to a bullpen that already had issues, and he was one of your most reliable. I understand where you're coming from, that the Phillies should have maybe done their due diligence here when you see a guy come into camp or come into spring training and his velocity's going up. But at the same time, I think you're absolving the player a little bit too much.
I'm not absolving the player at all.
Well, you're saying that
obviously
he's going to cheat. Oh, players are going to cheat unless their employer tells them not to.
They are all inclined to try to cut corners. Every one of them in this day and age. Because what's at stake is the big carrot. So if he's trying to... Listen, it's one thing trying to get stronger or whatever. This guy has always had a weight problem. He's always trying to keep his weight down. That is the issue with Jose Alvarado. If he's losing weight, how is he doing it?
All right, we don't know what the Phillies... Like, were you saying that the Phillies should have been drug testing him themselves?
The Phillies should have been on it. They should have been, hey, Jose, you're losing weight? How are you losing weight? Oh, I'm taking this thing. You can't take that. You can't. Now, you absolutely can't take. How are you not on that from the jump?
Yeah, but you're assuming that they just put their head in the sand and didn't ask him how he was losing weight.
Maybe
he said,
he lied to him?
Yes.
Oh, he lied to him.
Maybe he did.
He's saying that he took it because it was a weight loss thing, which it is. It's a weight loss thing. If they know he's taking a weight loss thing, how do they not say, whoa, 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 what is it exactly? Because we're going to fly down there and we're going to check it out exactly what you're doing.
I think that you're making the assumption that they never asked him how he's losing weight, and he would have just told them, oh, I'm taking this drug, and they would have said, oh, we don't even want to check it. I would venture to think he never told them anything.
Oh, he never.
He probably lied about it.
How's he losing weight?
He probably said, I'm just training. I'm eating
your
better.
Ass.
So,
your ass.
Wait, let's play this through then, Mike. Why would the Philadelphia Phillies risk it? If they knew he was on a weight loss medication, why would they risk it?
They knew. I'm saying they were not. They were not involved in the situation. How in the world does a guy under the radar take a drug that's helping him lose weight that happens to be banned by Major League Baseball and they don't know anything about it? It's ridiculous to think in this day and age when you don't keep up with a major player who you know has a weight problem and is trying to lose weight. And I cannot believe it that the Phillies would let this happen.
So let me ask you where you're going.
How could you possibly be on the Philly side?
I'm not on the Philly side, but I'm asking you: are you saying this was negligence on the part of the Phillies?
Total negligence.
All right, so they didn't. You're not saying they knew he was taking it and let him take it.
No, because a test is going to reveal it and they're going to look ridiculous. I'm saying, how could they not have hovered over him in the offseason to know what he's doing when he has already a weight problem? He's got a weight problem. That's the training staff, and the medical staff has to monitor that very thing. It's like somebody with an ankle injury. What do you do for the ankle injury? We're on top of it. Blah blah blah. It's the same thing.
See, I can agree with you in that they should have been more aware and that it's negligence on their part. I just think that we're assuming that Alvarado was honest with them. Like, they could have been all over this. They could have been like, Jose, how are you losing this weight? I'm eating better. I'm working out. You don't trust players
anymore. You don't trust players that they're going to be honest with you. What do you live in a fantasy world?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is what's the alternative then? They have to test him themselves. It comes back positive. Now they're screwed.
They have to know what he's taking. They have to know. Oh, I'm taking this. Oh, wait, that's banned. You can't take that. Oh, okay.
Okay, but you keep assuming that when they asked him what he was taking, he would have told them. How do we know he didn't lie and say, I'm not taking anything?
Bill.
That's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying. You're going to let players do that? Like, are you kidding me? Players will pull the wool over your eyes at any level.
Okay, so then take it one step further. They say to him, Jose, you're losing weight. Your velocity's up. Something's up, man. What are you taking? I'm not taking anything. What do they do next? If they test him, don't they have an obligation to turn it over to Major League Baseball if he tests positive?
I guess they do at that point, but maybe they don't have to. Maybe they can circumvent it. Maybe they can have their own little house investigation before it gets to that level where he's actually tested by Major League Baseball. My point is, you've got to know what's going on with your players. You got to know. I'm not going to sit here and absolve Jose Alvarado. He's trying to get an edge. He's got a weight problem. He's trying to lose some weight. Maybe it enhances his performance. Maybe he knows that. Players are always going to push that envelope. It is up to the multifaceted training staff and medical staff in this day and age to prevent that kind of thing from happening. And the fact that the Phillies didn't is total negligence. And how you could be a columnist and cover that game yesterday and not write that story is I'm apoplectic about it. The Phillies get off the hook here? Are you kidding me?
I need to know more information about what exactly what's taken and how they should have known.
They should know everything, Bill. That's the point. They should know everything. They're on top of their players.
But okay, he's taken a weight loss drug. That's what we're being told. Let's assume. I'm not saying he's on steroids, but let's say he was taking steroids, right? Do they really need to tell a player not to take steroids? Like, would you say the Philadelphia Phillies would have to tell a player,
you're missing the point
don't
here.
Take steroids?
You're missing the point. Steroids are going to make you stronger. People do that to get stronger, to be better players. This guy already has a documented weight problem. So he's losing weight. Oh, you're losing weight. Oh, good. That's good. But how you doing? Are you taking anything to lose weight? Yeah, I'm taking this thing here. Oh, whoa. You got to be on top of it,
But
Bill.
You keep assuming that Alvarado would have come out and said, yeah, I'm taking X. And they would have been like, all right, we're not going to check it. I would have. What I think happened is they probably asked him, and he said, I'm not taking anything.
Oh, they asked him. Oh, did you cheat? No. Okay, that's good enough for us.
So what is the alternative? What did you want him to do?
Go down and figure it out what's going on with him. He's got an agent. They got medical people. You're supposed to be checked. This guy is a premier player. He's got a weight problem. He's losing weight, and his velocity upticked. There's not a red flag? 610-632-0975. Mike Missanelli Show back after this.
Hey everybody, it's Bill Colarulo. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you can engage during the show, and you're not going to want to miss all the content that we post. It's not only the live videos, it's videos after the fact. It's our shorts. It's all the content you want as a Philadelphia sports fan. Looking forward to connecting.